We've been fighting for our rights as black people for several centuries now. Have we ever asked why we're going through this? Why is it always us? Everyone else has had things happen to them, but others have gotten past these things and are doing fine as a people. We're still the ones getting shot by police for no reason, railroaded in court, accused of things we never did, and lampooned in the media. In 2024, we're still not recognized as human beings, as the media and the educational system is socially engineering us to behave like children or to be gay. Many of our people are demanding reparations for all the things that have happened to us over the last 2 centuries or more. We fully deserve every penny, but we're not going to get 1 red cent. We don't truly understand what we're asking white people to do when we demand reparations. The white race is not going to commit socioeconomic suicide by allowing us to thrive socioeconomically. White people do not have the ability to compete with us. They have to maintain a system of oppression in order to live. Asking for reparations from white people is asking them to wipe themselves out as a race of people. If we are able to win economically, this inevitably means white people will lose economically. This is unavoidable, and white people know this. This is why they must treat us this way. They have to have us as an underclass, because if we get even with them economically, they will die. There is no world where white people and black people coexist on an even playing field. The scriptures tell us about Esau and Jacob and how one would be stronger than the other. There will never be equality between us. If one is winning, it means the other is losing. Jacob, who represents Israel, will ultimately rule over the nations under Jesus, whose reign will be for eternity. Right now, Esau rules the planet, and he lives by the sword as the prophecy stated. Everything Esau and his children have ever achieved was through robbery and murder. Ultimately, this was all orchestrated by the Most High. The injustices we have endured are the chastisement of our God. We love our bacon. We love Christmas and Thanksgiving. We treat each other like crap. We neglect and abuse our women and our children. These are violations of the law, which the Most High said to our ancestors would cause us to go through a season of oppression and scarcity, and this season has gone on for some 500 years. I'm going to say something which is going to get me in trouble with some of our people. But white people didn't murder George Floyd. You did. I mean, sure, the Most High allowed that sewer semen Caucasoid cop to take his life. But he did that because you and your family celebrated the 4th of July last year, where you had pork rib tips and shrimp gumbo. You're going to do it again this year. The Most High sent 2 pale devils to lynch Ahmaud Arbery because you were at the strip club getting a lap dance from one of our Israelite sisters who was living the life of a whore. The woman who got Emmett Till, an innocent child, murdered was protected from persecution until the day she died because you think it's stupid to honor the Sabbath day and keep it holy and think it's okay to marry outside your race. Those who don't pay their taxes to the government will be punished. And if you don't adhere to the laws of the Most High, you will be and are being punished. We also seem to be under the impression white people aren't aware of what they're doing. We feel like if we just explain to white people the type of oppression they put us under, they'll realize their ways are wrong and change course. Problem: they have full knowledge of what they're doing. They're not harming us out of ignorance. They're harming us because they want to and, well, because they need to. Every form of injustice and oppression the white race has perpetrated on our people was done with their eyes wide open. One thing you're not going to do is educate white people on anti-black racism. When you can wrap your head around the fact of the mistreatment you're enduring from the white race not being a severe lapse of moral judgment, but a well thought out, premeditated, and intentional plot against you, it will change the way you approach the problem. You won't see them as misguided people who need to see the light. You will see them as a social disease which must be purged. How do we end this? We tried revolting against our slave owners. We won a few battles, but ultimately lost the war. We tried establishing our own communities, which were thriving communities. These were all destroyed by our enemies. We had people speak out and act on our behalf, and every one of them was murdered. We're now asking white people to pluck their eyeballs out and hand them to us in the form of reparations. We've tried to rectify this problem on our own to disastrous results. We don't have what it takes to get rid of our enemies on our own. We need help. We need a miracle. The solution and the way of change has been sitting in front of our faces for 500 years. It's hiding in plain sight within the churches we go to. I do understand our people not wanting to deal with the Bible anymore, as they've broken themselves away from the trappings of the white supremacist cult of Christianity. However, do you want all this to end? You tried every other way to end your oppression. Why not try the only way that will work? We're here because we've broken the laws of our God, and we will leave here when we go back to those laws. It's not difficult. It isn't asking you to do anything crazy or beyond your capability. You are simply asked to return to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High, and to participate in bringing others of your brethren to repentance and the truth of them being Israelites to the best of your ability. That is all. That's how you bring this oppression to an end. Drop the pagan holidays, put down the pork, shrimp, and lobster, stop making whores out of our women, and start proclaiming the gospel, which is us being the chosen people of God, and us needing to prepare the way for the new world order where Israel reigns supreme over all other nations. Do you like your crappy job living paycheck to paycheck? Do you like your boss and other employees harassing you and you not being able to do anything about it? Do you like seeing the mistreatment and injustice done to your people and being helpless to stop it? When Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is inside of you, he's saying you have the power to bring this to an end. You end the oppression through obedience to the Most High and the proclamation of the gospel of Jesus coming to put his people back on top. Get started today. Banish pork, shrimp, and lobster from your diet. Buy clothing with fringes. Start keeping the Sabbath. Watch videos from Hebrew Israelite camps and learn more about what it means to live a life of repentance and faith. We've tried everything else. Let's actually fix the issue which got us here, which is breaking God's laws and him punishing us with oppression and lack. This is not a request to go back to religion. The Most High did not give us religion. He gave us a constitution as a nation of people. In the same way the white race has their constitution with its laws and statutes, we have ours. They have their Declaration of Independence. The gospel is ours. This is the patience of the saints, walking in obedience to the Most High and being a light to our people. Dr. King had a dream. Through repentance and faith, we can make that dream a reality. The promised land Dr. King envisioned is closer than ever before.